What about, going off on a march like this, um, kind of without your family or without your guardians? What was that like in terms of, did you have to get permission from people who watch out for you? And
Well, my mom is a lot different than Joya's mom. I go to conferences and I go do stuff quite often. Usually, just I don't have to ask. I just inform my mom that I'm going to do that. But she was nervous, and so was Joya's mom. And I think that one thing that made them a lot more comfortable with it was that we played a part in organizing the march. And I think that was a really big deal for Joya's mom.
Yeah. My mom really cares about this issue also, but she's kind of. I love her. She's a little unnecessarily overprotective, I think, and I feel really safe here with everybody here. I feel like really safe and super cool about everybody that's here. And we went to a planning meeting, my mom and Maya and I, and my mom felt super cool with everybody there, and that helps. I think direct contact is, as much as, emailing somebody or, getting a flyer and getting all these permission forms and stuff, it doesn't play a part as much as if you get your family involved. Like, if you feel like you want to do something, you have to get your family, like, really involved. It's not just, like, I don't know, kind of have to work for the support that you want, I guess.
so you mentioned that you took an active role in helping to organize the march, and can you talk about that? Like, what was your role in helping to organize this march?
We went to one of the planning meetings. We sat in on the logistics crew, and Maya helped mostly a lot. I guess with finding
I kind of took it upon myself to find housing for one of the nights. It was limbo. It was titled, we were going to be in the location titled Swamp, so we didn't really know where we were going to be, and we needed to find a place to stay primarily so we could schedule our day. And I looked around and made a lot of phone calls and spent a lot of time, and eventually it fell through last minute. But it was a cool way to kind of prepare myself mentally for the march, and I feel like I have a lot more ownership than I have than I've had in the past on other kind of direct action events or work. I feel like I have a lot of ownership.
Can you talk a little bit more about that? Like, what does that ownership feel like?
Well, because I feel this ownership. I feel more enabled to get the most out of the march. So I feel like I could at any moment pick up and say, hey, I want to have a discussion or a debriefing on this, or I would really like to talk with the community members in this town about that. And I feel like because I can do that, I can get the most out of it, and I can offer a lot. The ownership also is empowering. It's really empowering. Just even for future reference and future work, I can draw from my experiences here more readily because I feel like I have ownership.
Yeah, I think like the more work you put in, sort of the more you can, definitely the more you can get out of this. Not that I've put in a whole bunch of work, but I feel the more connected you are with the people and the more, informed you are about something, the more you can get out of it. And like, we went to that meeting and like people were bringing up stuff that I wouldn't have thought of. Like if I was like, oh yeah, let's organize this 5-day march to Sacramento, woohoo, let's go. Like, it's just like so much stuff went into it, and I really respect the people who put so much time into this. Kip. Okay.
Lots of us, yo. I was gonna ask you one other question. Oh yeah, just what generally is your hope for the march?
I'm definitely excited to go to some towns and meet some community members and just talk to more people that are on this march. It's been really cool, and also I feel like my legs are a little flabby. Really like for the muscle to come back. Please.
Yeah. I'm excited that even the days prior to the march, I was having conversations with people about marriage equality, and I was having conversations with people about social justice and kind of grassroots networking, and even I had a really awesome conversation with my boss who we work for like a youth empowerment agriculture program, and I was talking a lot about how I draw from aspects of this food justice and bring it to the table when I'm talking about other social justice issues like marriage equality. I was talking about how we're on a 5-day march and we need to have, healthy food. We can't just have stuff that's non-perishable. We need fruits and veggies, and how that in and of itself, like my being a resource on the food front for this march, has created kind of solidarity, or has shown the solidarity that exists within social justice movements. And that's one thing that I'm hoping to get out of this march, that the one struggle, one fight idea is that it's not just about marriage equality, it's not just about workers' rights, it's not just about healthy food, it's about kind of the justice and equality for all people, so we can be happy and do the things we want and love the people we love.
Anything else you want to share?
I'm psyched.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Thanks for that.